women go in search of gold. The leading candidate for the precious medal, Michelle Kwan of the United States. But there are challengers. The Russian champion. A young star from Poland. And the woman carrying Canada's hopes, Deroshi. All this coming up on Afternoon Picks. Enjoying the Minnesota springtime here with Afternoon Picks. And on the schedule today, we will have the women's short program for you and show you highlights of last night's ice dance competition. First up, though, Michelle Kwan, the world champion in 1996, is poised to capture another world title. She was second at the Olympics in Nagano, Japan, so very close to that top step of the podium. She is looking to regain world dominance. But there are some women chasing and chasing hard. Included in the pack, a 20-year-old from Poland, Rechnio, and the Russian champion, Maria Butyrskaya. And we will not forget the performance of the Canadian women's champion, Angela Deroshi. As well, we'll show you the ice dance competition. Shailyn Bourne and Victor Kratz have been in the center of a judging controversy all season long. But last night here at the Target Center, they pushed it all aside and basically raised the roof. To give you an idea of what we will be seeing today, let's check inside with our commentators, Rod Black and Barb Underhill.
Well, Rob, no Tara Lipinski, no Lu Chen, but Michelle Kwan is still here, and everyone is focusing on her, feeling that this is really her competition to lose, Barb Underhill.
Well, absolutely. She is the quality of the field. I think it's going to be really difficult for her to lose this because she's got the crowd here, and this is going to be a really special moment for her. Remember, she lost her world title last year. She wants it back really badly.
What about those who are chasing Michelle Kwan, all of the rest of the contenders?
You know what? This is going to be a really interesting field because there are about 10 or 12 skaters who could possibly end up on the podium. We've got the ace skaters, the ones that are expected to be there, but we've also got some dark horses. I'm going to put my money on somebody like Rechnio of Poland or Letitia Hubert. They're all-or-nothing skaters. If they do it when it counts, they could be there, be in the medal.
Let's talk about our Canadian skater, Angela Deroshi, the Canadian champion. Remember in Lausanne, Susan Humphries had injury problems, unable to skate the free skate. And once again, we have an injury problem with our Canadian champion.
And it's tough because she came into this week with such a great attitude. She was so focused. She was confident. And she's re-aggravated an old injury. And I saw her just before she went down to warm up today, and I could see the tears in her eyes. Although she had a brave face, it's going to be difficult for her.
She has a hip flexor. That seems to be the word coming from the Deroshi camp. But
I like her attitude. She looks like she's a fighter, and she's just going to go for it no matter what.
Last year's Worlds in Lausanne, Switzerland, where she finished third at the Worlds. This is Vanessa Gusmaroli coming off a sixth-place finish in Nagano.
And you're right, Rod. It was a huge surprise that she won the bronze last year. She jumped from 14th the previous year, but what happened was she laid down a very clean short program on a day when there were a lot of mistakes, and she found herself in the hunt for a medal. She opens with the triple Lutz combination. The key to all of these short programs, and it's a beauty with a double loop on the end. That actually, the double loop adds more difficulty than the triple Lutz double toe. Her combination spin, closing with the Bielman. Here's her triple loop, and she nails it. The key to this short program for the women here is to lay down the jumps and then not to make any minor errors, because they're costly too. If you don't get all the revs on a spin, that's a 0.1, 0.2 deduction. So everything has to be clean here. Oh, and that is unbelievable. That just cost her probably a medal. That seems to happen time and time again, where skaters have no problem with the difficult jumps and then let their focus go a little bit towards the end because they think, you know, I've done it. And then you blow it.
Vanessa Gusmaroli pulled off a shocker last year. Look at her, saying, wow, a brain cramp. A shocker in the short program for her, too. A botched double axel. Her marks upcoming. Gusmaroli, last year she wowed everyone in Lausanne, and she had it going good early here in Minneapolis.
Look at the height on this triple Lutz. Double loop. That'll be the toughest combination in this competition because of the loop on the end. Look at the tight feet in the air. Perfect, clean landing, straight up into the double loop.
It's a great camera shot of the landing. But
here, things really fell apart. She was on a severe lean there.
Oh.
And that is very costly. She really needed to be clean on all the jumps because she doesn't have the artistry of some of the other skaters that we'll see later.
Tried to hang in, but the toe pick cut a swath in the ice. Gusmaroli's marks, required elements, and the obvious deductions. A European novice water skiing champion, too. This is a talented young lady, 19 years old, presentation marks, but the axle that got away. And here is a veteran skater who we really haven't heard a whole lot about. She's been to the last 4 Worlds.
Let's have a warm welcome now for Tatiana Malanina.
But she hasn't really asserted herself. Been way down the list. Tatiana Malanina.
I think this year she's developed a degree of consistency on her jumps. She's got great technique. Really tight, tidy jumps. But she hasn't been able to perform them when it counts. Major highlight for her happened at the Olympic Games. She absolutely adores Michelle Kwan, and she was on the same practice group for her, so that was very inspiring. Oh, beautiful triple Lutz double toe. That was so easy. And here the triple flip. Yeah.
One of the things about the breakup of the Soviet Union, and everyone has always said, well, Soviet women skaters never have really been very powerful, but they only could send representation from the Soviet Union. And with the breakup, we see a lot of different skaters from all over the continent.
The field just got thicker with that. An interesting story. Her father coached her for the first 18 years. And then he took her, I guess, as far as he felt he could take her. And he passed her on to her coach, Igor. I can't even pronounce his last name. This has been a really solid program. The spins were very, very high quality, and the jumps were great. This is really going to hold her up there.
Well, not only was she on the practice ice with Michelle Kwan at the Olympics, she could be in the same flight with Michelle Kwan, heading towards the free skate, and what a thrill that would be for Tatiana Malanina of Uzbekistan. Backstage, getting ready, Angela Deroshi. Best wishes from Sergeant Inwards.
Kazenofontov.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Igor Kazenofontov. Her coach. Good marks.
Nice
Oh, wow. She's happy. That's nice to see. Presentation marks are around the same range. What a good start for Uzbekistan's Tatiana Malanina.
5-1, 5-3, 5-5, 5-6. Representing Russia, it's a pleasure to introduce Maria Butyrskaya.
The Russian champion, European champion. She has not been able to crack the world podium nor the Olympic podium. 4th in Nagano, 5th a year ago. We've always talked about the potential of Maria Butyrskaya.
And she always seems to put herself in a position to do it in the short program. It's the long program that tends to unravel for her. The key here is to nail this opening triple Lutz combination. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is shocking. Looked like her boot went right over on the takeoff. And that's composure to come back and nail that triple loop.
Got a fight after missing that first one.
Whoa, that almost looked like a 2-foot landing.
Barb, she appears very shaky.
This is really unlike her. She's normally a very strong short program skater. Always a bridesmaid.
Likely again in Minneapolis after that. Maria Butyrskaya of Russia. Yikes. Butyrskaya won't be winning it after a performance like that.
She really pretty much had a lock on a medal here had she nailed 2 clean programs. Let's see what happens here. Look at her. Oh, her ankle goes right over. Her boot just gave out on her.
How does something like that happen?
Well, I mean, that looks to me like it was a boot problem. Like her boots have broken down to the point where those types of things happen.
Maria Butyrskaya, 25-year-old, one of the veterans in the field, trying to stave off all of those teenagers. The main teenager, of course, isn't here, Tara Lipinski. Look at the marks, Barb.
Actually, they're not too bad, considering.
And the double axel, she had some problems, too.
Absolutely.
Presentation. Maria Butyrskaya booted the short program around. Now she looks ahead to the free skate. Let's join Rob Falls. Back here she is, Canada's champion, Angela Deroshi. But a wounded champion coming into these worlds. Her mom and her aunt watching.
Welcome, Angela Deroshi.
Her mom on the left. And her aunt, Barb Monahan, on the right.
I spoke to Angie just before she went down to get warmed up. She had a very brave face on, but there were tears in her eyes. We know that she's in a lot of pain. She was limping. She's really got to go for it here and try to forget about the injury. She was very tentative on the warm-up. And this is critical right here, the triple Lutz on a severe lean. I think what she has to do right now is get her focus back. She needs to skate the rest of this program clean if she hopes to be able to qualify for the long program skate. She has to finish in the top 24. There's her triple toe. That was a beauty. She's really struggled with injuries for several years. And she said the hardest thing is when you're injured to get the confidence back. She has one of the best and highest double axles in the competition. She didn't give up.
Despite a bad hip. And you can see the grimaces. She should be able to make the free skate, though. We'll find out what the judges think about the skate of Angela Deroshi when we come back to Minneapolis. Angela Deroshi with some souvenirs from Minneapolis.
Here's the triple Lutz combination. She's on a severe lean on the landing there. Her body is not over top of the foot when she lands. But I love the way she just picked up, went on, braved through this. And look at this double axel.
Hi, everybody back at home. Hi, Gloucester. Hi, Dad. Hi, Tommy. Hi, Derek.
And her mom and her aunt reacting. Gloucester, Ontario's Angela Deroshi, along with Coach Peter Dunfield. It didn't hurt when I fell. That's all that mattered.
I also heard her say, I attacked it from the beginning, but she did. She went for it.
For required element.
Required elements marks are
4-0, 4-5.
pretty low. 4-0
And
from
that
Gary.
is way out of line.
4-7, 4-4, 4-8.
Again, keep in mind, it is an ordinal mark, a ranking by the judge.
4-8, 4-9.
The judges, for the moment, have Angela Deroshi in 7th place.
5-2, 4-7, 5-2, and 4-7. Crane, let's have a warm welcome for Yulia Lavrenchuk.
So that is a shock. Many thought Butyrskaya was the main threat to Michelle Kwan. Well, here is 19-year-old Yulia Lavrenchuk of Ukraine trying to get back into the top 10. Last year, a 9th place finish at the World Championships, but she finished in 11th in Nagano.
Lutz double toe loop.
And here comes the double axel. Good clean jumps, both of them. Now that flying spin had to have a minimum of 6 revolutions, which she completed. Remember, you have to count those revolutions as you're doing them, and so do the judges. Good back position. Notice how she pumps her back here, up and down. And this, a triple flip. Oh, again, the problem of the toe pick. Did you see how the angle was turned over? Again, that will destroy you if you don't place it directly. This, a very nice position in her layback spin. Boy, these toe jumps can really be causing disaster today. And she was skating so beautifully.
Yulia, the 2-time Ukrainian champion, once trained alongside Olympic champ Oksana Bayul.
Now, just to show you how complicated the rules are in this short program, this is her last move, a spin combination. In it, she must have 1 change of foot and at least 2 changes of position. Not more than 1 change of position. And 5 revolutions on each foot for a total of not less than 10 revolutions. You count it and see if you can see the quality of the spin while you're doing it. Well, that sort of was a letdown. I thought she had improved quite a bit since the last few times that I've seen her skate. I thought there was some nice senses of style. She still pumps her back when she moves across the ice and back crossovers, but the jumps were quite nice. That disastrous toe pick, though, did her in.
19-year-old Yulia Lavrenchuk of Ukraine. Been a tough year for her. Was in the top 10 at Worlds last year. Finished 12th at Europeans this season.
Now look at this. Watch her reach back. Step to the... Now watch her. See how the foot is turned over, that toe pick. And again, she's just flat in the air. She's off angle in the air before she even starts. Now watch here. She'll do a 4-5-6 back inside edge. Now step in. Now look at the toe. It's practically turned to the side. Can you imagine doing a pole vault with your foot sideways instead of going up? What are they thinking of? What are their coaches thinking of when they see this on television?
Oh, if Peggy Fleming were only here to answer you, Dick, at this point.
Well, she would again say how nice the positions were, and they were.
Tanya Szewczenko of Germany, coming back, of course, from near death. The combination of viruses that almost killed her. She'll skate a little bit later on. Yulia Lavrenchuk, the required elements now.
And you see, again, they're way down because of that one disastrous element.
And the marks,
A good presentation. Very pleasant.
currently in 4th place, Yulia Lavrenchuk. Well, when we return,
This is Poland's Anna Rechnio. And those are her skate guards. I guess we can call her Tiger.
She is a tiger. I've been watching her since 1992 at the World Junior Championships. She was 17th. But what a talent. But it has not translated into any success because she really has a hard time with her nerves. But boy, watch her go. She has incredible speed and power. And if she ever manages to pull it off, she's going to be a top 5 skater. Triple loop. Beautiful. And this is the biggie right here. Triple up.
Oh, yes.
Wow. Going into this double axel. She doesn't want to make a mistake here, and it's a beauty. And this is so far the performance of the day. Position on that layback spin.
Oh, yes.
This is so sweet. so much talent, but she has never been able to put it down when it counts, and finally she did it here today.
Not only did she like it, so did several thousand in the target center. The marks in a moment. The performance of the day so far. Anna has moved home to Warsaw. Look at that. Is that any good?
Oh, wow. Look at this gorgeous triple loop. She was so on top of her game out here.
And now the marks for Anna Rechnio. For
This Lutz
required
was
elements.
textbook perfect. Look at the height.
5-4, 5-5,
She's straight in the air.
5-6, 5-3, 5-6, 5-7, 5-6.
Here's her coach's
5-7
reaction.
and 5-2. And her marks for presentation. 5-5.
Great marks. Great marks for Anna Rechnio, the leader.
5-6, 5-6.
In the short program so far, with many more to come. What a performance. Here's Rob Faults.
Irina Slutskaya.
Last year at the Worlds in Lausanne, Switzerland, Irina Slutskaya's short program put her out of medal contention. She had an unbelievable free skate and finished fourth. Now is the time for her short program with a fellow countryman, a new world champion, Alexei Yagodin, watching.
World medal. She was the bronze medalist in 1996. Is this jump right here. She's had problems with it this season. And she goes down. What a shame. She really looked good in practice this week. Had seemed to find the confidence again. She needs this loop. Very nice.
A Bielmann spin to end. Irina Slutskaya, third in the world in '96, two-time European champion, fourth at her own nationals this year. Her marks next. Well, shades of Lausanne a little bit for Irina Slutskaya.
And here is the problem right here. Triple Lutz, way out of position on the landing.
Will the next
Here's her
group of
double
competitors
axel.
please take the ice
Hand
for
over
your
her head.
warm-up?
She's on a lean there. She just squeaks it through. Did not look comfortable. It's kind of been the story of her last 2 seasons. She's really struggled in competition. She's one of the only women who does the Biellmann on both feet. But if you can't do the Lutz, you're not going to be in there, and she knows
And
it.
now here are the judges' marks for Irina
Has
Slutskaya
struggled
for required
for the
elements.
most part this year.
5-1, 5-3, 5-2, 5-2.
There they are, the required elements marks.
5-3, 5-3, 5-2, and 5-0.
Not the best
her
start,
marks
but
for
the marks will hold her up there.
5-5.
Currently second behind
5-5.
our leader, Anna Rechnio of Poland, who is backstage right now with Rob.
5-6 and 5-3.
Anna, a marvelous short program. You've come in here and done a terrific job.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy that I improved myself from the Olympics, and I hope I will be skate the same good tomorrow.
Is there any pressure on you? Everybody's concentrating on Michelle Kwan. Have you come in with any pressure at all?
Well, we have our own pressure in Poland, but this is not the same pressure what girls have here. And I just want to skate good for myself, and I'm very happy that I can be here.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
She's been smiling since she arrived here in Minneapolis earlier this week. Has had a great time through the practice sessions, the qualifying, and now stepping on the ice for the short program. Tanya Szewczenko.
Charming style of skating, but look at the height that she gets there in that. But she had wonderful height in that triple Lutz. She has great spring. The mistake was placing it so close to the boards that she lost on the double toe loop, particularly when she faltered on it, and that caused a real major obstruction to the program. But look at how neat and clean that was. Triple toe loop. Overly fast. Not as good as some of the spins that we've seen in this competition so far. She has a very light, airy kind of quality to her skating. Very delicate. A vulnerable quality. Double axel. Not a strong jump for her. She does not step up into it, and as a result it skids off the edge. Combination spin. Not a great position. I'm sorry, that was a layback. is it, you know, she's a charming skater and a very ingratiating personality on the ice. She appears vulnerable and very delicate, but she doesn't have the technical solidity of either Tara Lipinski nor the real stylish quality of Michelle Kwan.
Tanya Szewczenko of Germany. We'll have to wait and see if she can challenge the current leaders.
Now look at this combination, triple Lutz, triple Toulouse. But watch the height and the spring that she gets here. That is truly magnificent. But she's uncontrolled on the landing, too close to the boards, can't pull the jump off, and when she falls out of it, she just goes right into the board. But again, look at the height that she gets. That's very good. The position kind of sloppy, a little bit bent over, but she has spring.
And now the judges mark for Tanya Szewczenko.
The combination jump, not the only time she fell on the ice. She collided with one of the kids that goes out and picks up the flowers before the warm-up, and then somebody threw a teddy bear out and hit her in the head as she left the ice.
But look at these marks again. You see the fact that they are this low is, I think, depressing. She should have been higher.
5-6, 5-4.
Very high marks in presentation.
5-5.
But she's only in 7th place right now, and that's certainly disappointing. She expected better than that here in the ladies' short program.
She won the World Championships
Michelle Kwan.
in 1996 in Edmonton. 17-year-old Michelle Kwan, second at the Olympics behind Tara Lipinski. But that silver medal, so many people have commented on the way that she handled finishing second, the grace, the poise that she showed.
Combination. Beautiful.
Michelle Kwan of the United States. The talent, the style, it is so obvious that no one here comes close.
She is just so beautiful to watch. She doesn't just interpret the music, she is one with the music. That's where she draws her inspiration from. This is her Olympic gold medal. To do this, to skate this well in front of a home crowd. I think being second at the Olympic Games has left her hungry. She's still hungry. She lost her world title last year. She wants it back, and she skated this with just pure inspiration. This Lutz was as good as she can do. Very light, very sweet. Here's the triple toe. And look at the reaction here. Look at the face. I just love to watch her face when she skates. She skates with such enlightenment. Like it's just so joyous for her. That was the one thing that was lacking at the Olympics. She did everything cleanly, but it was subdued. It was the Olympics. And that was all just the pressure of the moment. But I think with Tara not being here, it's taken a little bit of the intensity out of the event, but has allowed this type of skate, this type of inspirational moment.
This type of perfection, really, artistically.
5-5, 5-8.
I want to see some sixes in this next set.
5-7.
In the presentation, we got to see sixes.
5-8 and 5-6.
There's no one in the field that can match her presentation. And look at there's the six from the Canadian judge.
5-9, 5-9, 5-9.
The United States fans appreciating a little help from Canada.
6-0, 5-8.
On her way to the World Championship, Michelle Kwan.
Tanya Kwiatkowski.
Tonya Kwiatkowski finished fourth at the U.S. Nationals, was left off the United States Olympic and World teams until a couple of weeks ago with the absence of Tara Lipinski and Nicole Bobek. Tonya Kwiatkowski gets an invitation to the Worlds.
And it's like a little gift for her, because being in her home country, I really think they're going to help her to rise to the occasion here. She really has a shot at a medal. And she's reaching the stage in her eligible career where I'm sure she's thinking this could be it. In 1993, at her first trip to the World Championships, she did not qualify for the final, which was a little bit of a wake-up call, I think. In 1996, she was 8th at the Worlds. She opens with the triple Lutz combination. And she stepped out of it. Boy, she had that. She just had to be a little bit sharper on the landing. Their second triple. So that'll help her out in the technical merit department.
Once again, the American fans on their feet to salute their own. Her interpretation of Madame Butterfly at the Target Center in Minneapolis. Tonya Kwiatkowski. And her marks straight ahead. It's always a great feeling when you go into the kiss and cry area knowing that you did pretty good for yourself.
Well, I think she would have been a lot happier had she stuck this landing. There was nothing wrong with this jump. It was perfect in the air. Right there, she just flips out of it. She just wasn't strong enough or sharp enough on that landing. That's about a 0.3 deduction, and that'll hurt her. She could have been right up there with Kwan. Second. Beautiful triple flip.
Hi, guys.
But in a day where there have been quite a few errors, this performance is enough, I think, to hold her within the range of about 4th or 5th at this point.
Tonya Kwiatkowski.
I love you all.
From Broadview Heights, Ohio. The skater left off the soup can.
And now the judges mark.
Only Michelle Kwan here after the U.S. Nationals with Tanya.
5-0.
And these are low.
4-9.
4-3. Somebody saw
5-5.
something that nobody else did.
5-3.
The Hungarian judge.
5-0.
That judge has been
And their
conspicuously
marks for presentation.
curious with the results all afternoon.
5-6. 5-4. 5-3. 5-5.
Presentation marks are all right.
5-7. 5-4.
Kwiatkowski's in
5-5
sixth.
and 5-4.
And an ordinal shift moves Butyrskaya right behind Slutskaya. Look at the ordinals. How does that happen?
Our next competitor, Elena Liashenko.
The Ukrainian women's champion, 9th at the Winter Olympics, 12th at the Worlds a year ago, Elena Liashenko.
In '94, she was as high as 6th in the world, but she's dropped steadily since then. She was 9th in '95, 12th in '96. Here's her setup for her triple left. Great. And her triple flip, she does it.
Real opportunity for her here because the two Russian women were far from perfect, and they're 3rd and 4th.
So far, there's only been really 2 clean skates. So there's a great opportunity for somebody to just walk in the door. Unusual position there in that layback spin. She's got great speed.
I think she just walked through that door.
This is great. This is a personal best for her. This is going to hold her up, possibly second, maybe third, but certainly in medal contention.
Elena Liashenko of Ukraine. How about that? Elena Liashenko comes out late and nails it.
Last year, she didn't even make the world team. So this is huge for her. Look, so is that. Look at that height on that Lutz. What I loved was the aggression. She just came out here and went for everything. Here's the triple flip. Double foot on the landing. So that'll be a minor deduction. A beautiful position on that layback spin. Very original. And look at her footwork sequence. She was more animated than I think I've ever seen her skate. She's usually a very serious skater. She has a hard time connecting with the audience. But today, she certainly did.
Like her countrywoman, Yulia Lavrenchuk, she trains in Kiev, gets up every morning at 5:15 a.m., travels to the rink. It includes a bus ride to the subway, a transfer to another subway, and then a streetcar.
Here are the judges' marks for Elena
Travels
Liashenko for required elements.
4 to 5 hours a day just to get to and from the rink.
And this is a crime. These should be much higher. I'm wondering if there's a deduction for music. She was 1 second over the time. She was 2:41. They are deducting for music that is long. And there could have been a major deduction. That's the only thing that I can think of, aside from the 2 foot on the jump.
They have been watching that this week here in Minneapolis. She's 5th. Really, probably should have been 3rd or 2nd. And the last skater, the women's short program from France, Laetitia Hubert, 20th at the Olympics, 6th at the Worlds a year ago.
And first against Tara Lipinski earlier this season in the Champions Series. So she is a skater, an all or nothing skater. She could be second here, or she could be 24th. The one thing about her is she never holds back. Triple combination. And I think that was a last-minute change because she doesn't have as good consistency with the triple Lutz. She probably decided to go with the triple because she knew so many skaters had made mistakes. That was a little safer bet for her. Triple flip. Little touchdown there with the hand. Changes over to the inside edge there on the camel spin. Nice variation.
She had the touchdown, but she's going to be right up there thanks to that triple. Letitia Hubert. She's always had promise, junior world champion in 1992.
She's been practicing the triple Lutz combination all week in practice, but she decided to go safer here with the triple toe combination. It's a little bit lower on the difficulty scale, but I think she knew she had a better chance, and there's been a lot of mistakes here. Here's the triple flip. She's on a lean in the air. She touches with the free hand. That's a minor deduction of about 0.1, 0.2 at the most.
And her coach, Jean-Roland Doracle, skating along with her. Oh.
Well, she's certainly going to be in contention for a medal. This has to beat Irina Slutskaya, has to beat Maria Butyrskaya. She's got to be in third.
But we have seen some very interesting judging. The panel all over the place, and mostly because there are a lot of skaters who just didn't respond today.
It's always tougher to judge an event when there are a lot of mistakes.
And when there are a lot of skaters, 30 in total.
And a lot of skaters that are all within the same level.
And the marks upcoming, and that is
And now
the Hungarian judge.
For required elements.
Required elements marks.
5-7, 5-3, 5-4, 5-3,
5-7 from the
5-4,
Hungarian
5-6,
judge. 4-9 from the Czech
5-3,
judge.
This is
4-9.
unbelievable.
The ordinals.
And her marks for presentation.
The ordinals.
What is going on with the judging?
Is there something wrong with the way they're punching this in?
5-6, 5-3.
Because unless there's a computer glitch, I don't know how in the world
5-1.
you can account for a 13th place, especially when she had triple. My goodness. But Letitia Hubert, like you said, Barb Underhill, is third. Here are the standings after the short program. Michelle Kwan of the United States, 96 champion, trying to lay claim for the United States again. Tara Lipinski winning last year. Anna Rechnio, surprise second. Letitia Hubert is third. Ukrainian Elena Liashenko is sixth. Some of the other names: Tanya Kwiatkowski down to 8th. Angela Deroshi, 19th. You will see her later tonight on CTV, as well as the final 2 flights live.
Just ate this whole performance up.
Well, I felt really good out there. The crowds helped me out there in the whole performance. I stepped onto the ice and saw American flags everywhere, people standing up ready, signs everywhere, and I was just like, home country. I wanted to stop right before I skated and was like, okay.
Now, you seem to skate this program with an incredible amount of joy. At least that's what it looks like on your face as you skate it.
Well, my coach and choreographer, Lori, we worked on this kind of music to really enjoy myself. And when I listen to the music, it just brings a smile to my face.
What have you been doing since the Olympics? Did you take some downtime to get back up to for world caliber?
Well, after the Olympics, it's a big letdown, you know. It's like, oh my gosh, it's over. And then you got to work yourself up to the World Championships.
By the way, the 6 you received was from the Canadian judge, so it's very nice that you are wearing red and white like the flag.
Well, this is cream, but...
Close enough for me.
I'm thankful.
Congratulations. Best of luck in the free skate.
Thank you.
Who was number 1? Michelle Kwan. Anna Rechnio currently in 2nd place. Letitia Hubert probably could have been in 2nd, but I want to bring this out. The first judge from Hungary, Juliana Becky, a first-place ordinal for Letitia Hubert. Liliana Strakova, the Czech judge, a 13th place ordinal. How does this happen?
You know, I thought I was going to get off the hook. I thought Tracy Wilson was going to be the only one to have to talk about judging. But the judging has been despicable this week. I'm really, really disappointed in the judging. This is what I think is happening. Like in the pairs event, What happens when you're judging, there's so many skaters to keep track of that it's hard sometimes. So what you do is you group the skaters based on their ability. Say a group of 5, the best skaters, then the next best skaters, and you group them and you judge them in relation to one another. I think what's happened is there are so many skaters that are at the very, very same level, there really isn't a benchmark to go by. And as the event goes on over the course of the afternoon, it just gets really confusing to remember who they're judging the skater against too, and I think they're just forgetting.
Would it be better, and this is a suggestion that has been made, if they seeded some of the world-class skaters so you could put them a little closer together and the judges can get an idea of comparing skater to skater?
Absolutely, because if a really good skater comes out right off the bat at the top and you're comparing them with a skater at the very, very end of the day, it's really tough, and things get missed, and skaters get lost in the shuffle.
I want to talk about 2 positives. Michelle Kwan, of course, absolutely melted this place. And Angela Deroshi, obviously injured, but she came out, skated tough, and she will skate in the free skate.
I'm impressed with the gutsiness and the determination.